But this is an interesting time for cannabis and beverages. So, Elad, I'll let you take it away, my friend.
Thanks, Patrick. Hi, everyone. Happy to be here again. And before I share my screen and start our formal presentation, I just want to, take 15 seconds of your time and do a quick product demonstration and show you how our product works. So I have here a regular glass of water, and I have our dispenser and a pod, and I'm going to show how it can be very simple to consume cannabis. So I connect them together, take my glass, one press, and I have my cannabis. Now I can dial in whatever dose I want with the buttons, and I'm good to go. My beverage now has cannabis. So with that, I'll start our presentation, and I'll share a screen here. Awesome. So before we talk more about Voyager, let's just look on the market. So we know there's many reasons why people are consuming cannabis. But I think the interesting part is that most people don't consume cannabis yet. So we know that 60% are not consumers yet, and about 17% are, new consumers. And I think everybody that comes to the Benzinga conference knows that it's not about only selling dry leaf to the existing consumers. It's about being able to take cannabis 2.0 or above products and reach everybody in the population. So we did a research with Dig Insights, and we asked, why are people not consuming cannabis? What's the main barriers? And it was very interesting to see that the main 5 barriers that came on top were around 2 topics. One, people don't want to smoke, vape, and have the smell that's associated. But the second thing, and maybe more interesting, is people want to be in control. They want to know that they're not taking too much cannabis. They want to know the feeling they're getting. And we saw that as a great opportunity to have something that is simple, precise, and smoke-free. And our solution, as you saw, is a pocket-sized dispenser to precisely dispense cannabis. This works with 2 types of cannabis. One is oil drops that most of us are familiar with, that you can just add to any, take sublingually or to add to food. And the second one is, as I showed, it's the ones that are beverage drops. So they're already emulsified, and you can add them to any beverage. So the way it works is you take the dispenser, that's a one-time purchase, you connect it to our pods, and once you connect the pod, you dial in your dose. There's a small screen and buttons. You can choose how many milligrams you want. You press a button, and you get a precise dose of cannabis. It's simple, precise, and portable. And we added a very cool feature in the format of an app. And it's very important to mention that the app is connected to the dispenser, but they're not depending on each other, meaning the dispenser is a standalone. You do not have to have the app. But once you do download the app, you can have better monitoring of your dose consumption. You can personalize for specific needs, and you can get educated on different stuff around cannabis, the dispenser, the pods, and see the different choices in the ecosystem. But more interesting is on the back end, as Voyager, we can track the consumption, we can ID habits and trends, and really make better offerings to consumers. And that's something that we have a lot of, on the sale places, that we know what people are consuming, what they're buying, but we don't know how they're consuming it, and that's something that Voyager can add when people are consuming their cannabis and what quantities. So all this is based on our patent-pending technology. We've submitted it more than a year ago. We're going through the approval process, and so far everything looks great. I'll just mention a few features of our patent. Our product allows to have very precise dosing, less than 3% error. Our pods are interchangeable, so you can take a pod and connect it and disconnect it as many times as you want. There's never cross-contamination, so if you have a THC pod, you take it out and you put a CBD pod in, there's never a chance you'll get THC right now. So all this is included in our patent and is what makes our product so unique. And a quick comparison to the existing products that are out there. So we divided them into 3 categories. Oils, which are in syringes and droppers, or dosing caps if you're here in Canada. Soft gels that includes pills and capsules, and edibles, where we also included beverages. And the interesting part is Voyager is the only one that in all categories has all abilities. So our product is very customizable. As I just showed, you can take whatever milligram amount you want. Not like when you go to soft gels or to edibles. But also we're very precise, exactly like those end products, right? And very convenient. You count in milligrams, not in milliliters. And then above all, there's the portability. Our product is very small; it fits in your pocket. So compared to oils, soft gels, or taking a 4-pack, you can take it everywhere you want and have as much cannabis as you need. And last but not least, one product, multiple occasions. So each dispenser can have multiple pods for different occasions. We went a bit further on our research with Dig Insight, and we wanted to check, what benefits do consumers see in our product. And we're very excited to see that they value the precision, the simplicity, and the portability of our product. But above all, they give it value because it's such a unique offer. And then the second thing is we saw that 6 out of 10 current users are likely to purchase our product. Now, not only that this is a great result, it also puts us in line with existing formats that these consumers are familiar with. So how does the business work? What Voyager does is we manufacture the dispensers and the pods. We sell the pods empty to our cannabis partners. They fill the pods with their own cannabis, put their brand on it, they distribute it, and do the sales. And what you can see here is that a partner that uses Voyager pod can still reach 60% gross margins with all costs included inside. And that's important when we dive into our financials. So right now we're in the stage of fundraising. We're raising $1.5 million. The main 2 activities that we want to accomplish with this fundraise is 1, finalize our manufacturing capabilities, and 2, launch in a lead market, and that will allow us to expand to the rest of the market right after that. A few milestones, and I want to give a bit background. So during 2020 and COVID time, we got our first prototype working. We've submitted our patent, which, as I mentioned, is going very well, and we just got our first review. We've passed the Health Canada and NCP process, so we're legally allowed to sell our product in Canada. And we've also signed a deal with a cannabis company to test our products and then take them to market. This is a company that is mainly focused on medical, but also recreational, and sees this as a great opportunity to change their formats from dosing caps to this for all of their oils. So very exciting. And looking forward to 2021, we just signed a deal with Bar, and we're looking forward for this test that we're going to do in about a month. And then further along the year, we will be ready to manufacture and launch our product. So with that, I want to dive into our financials. And I'll start just from the top left, where we're talking about how much revenue can Voyager make. So after 3 years in our lead market that has a population of 35 million people, we can reach $35 million. And that's based on these partners adapting us and selling our pods. But the interesting part here is the fact that Voyager is a very scalable business. We don't touch the plant, which means we have no borders. We can take this product to the United States, we can take it to Europe, or any other country we choose. We focus on the hard work. We're a tech company. So that means that when the quantity goes up, the cost goes down. In each local market we want to work, we're partnering with local partners to have rapid expansion. And our product also has a very low setup cost. That means that if a partner wants to work with us, they don't need to buy a canning line for $500,000. They just need a vape pen, a filling machine. See, Patrick, so I'll just sum it up quickly. And then we work with local brands to have quick organic growth. And I'll just mention that the nice thing about this is that cannabis is just our first market. Our product can work well with vitamins, with any health and wellness product, with pharma, psychedelics, and that's kind of where we see the future. So if you're interested, please contact me. And sorry for taking maybe a bit too, 10, 20 more seconds, Patrick.
Not a problem at all. I'm starting to feel insulted that my face makes people run for the hills, so it's fine. Elad, thank you so much, man. This is cool. It's cool tech, you guys. There's all kinds of different ways you'll be interacting with cannabis moving forward, right? And obviously the beverage space is one that we're all excited about. Some celebrities getting into the game. So Elad, what you guys are doing is really cool. And thanks for sharing it with us today.